Hello, good people. Welcome to the Save Happy Life channel. And today we are looking at the graduates that recently got out of college in the months of December and November, and even there before. And particularly those who are looking for jobs and they may have forgotten a thing or two about applying for jobs. We have covered different resumes for different countries, particularly UK and Canada, and we encouraged each other to search more on other formats depending on where you want to apply for a job. Today, we are looking at something that is very critical. It is a compulsory item in every job application, and these are letters to employers. There is no way somebody will get a job and you will not need to write an application letter or a letter to the employer explaining your interest in the job or telling the possible employer why you're the best candidate for the job. And so today, as I welcome you into the new year and ongoing, because we are still on the 11th day of the year, it's still very, very young, and wishing you a very safe and happy year. I would like us to cover a few items, different, just to familiarize ourselves or to remind ourselves what we may have learned in high school about the various letters that we write to the employers. And these are, for example, a cover letter, a letter of interest, application letter, motivational letter. You're going to find these terms written in the calls for jobs that you seek. And then you begin wondering, what is the difference between an application letter and a letter of interest? What is the difference between a motivational letter and a cover letter? All these. So today we're going to look briefly into the differences between or amongst these four types of letters that employers may demand of us. We start with a cover letter. And we say that a cover letter is a letter that accompanies your resume or accompanies your CV. And this letter constructs you or makes you up, develops a case for you as to why your education or training, your experience, your skills, your accomplishments make you the best candidate for the particular job posting you may have seen on the internet or in the newspaper. When you're doing a cover letter, make sure that your achievements relate to the role in question. That is the role that is explained in the terms of reference in the application. And you also highlight how your skills and work experience are what the employer is looking for. Normally, a cover letter should have 4 paragraphs. This is the introduction, maybe 2 paragraphs in the body, one detailing maybe your achievements, and the other one explaining why you are the best candidate. And also the last part should be the conclusion. Number 2, we have the letter of interest. This is a document that goes together with your CV and maybe other papers that you may have wanted to include in, or you may need to include in the envelope that in which you said the letter of interest. And this letter or this document expresses your desire to work for a company in a job that has not been posted, in a job that has not been advertised. So you're just expressing interest in working for a specific company. The other type, number 3, is application letter. And an application letter is a detailed letter, and it can be a standalone. It highlights your qualifications, your skills, your strengths, and previous jobs that you may have undertaken that are related to the job that you're applying for. So this can go alone as a standalone, though these days it's very rare because it is only natural that when you're doing an application, it should be accompanied by your other supporting documents. So this is a detailed letter. It tells a lot about you. Highlights your qualifications, your skills, your strengths, your achievements in the previous jobs that you may have taken that relate to the job that you are applying for. Number 4, motivational letter. A motivational letter talks about you and the reason that you find a particular job or to be interesting to you, to be something that you want to do. What is your drive? What is your driving force? What is this that is making you want to go for this job? It is about your drive in the areas that you have declared interest in. For example, when you're applying for a scholarship, I know many of you have done, those of you who have done undergraduates, you have graduated, now you have a bachelor's degrees, many of you are eyeing a master's degree, and there may be scholarships that are out there that you want to apply for. So you will want to do a motivational letter to a college, to a foundation that is giving scholarships. So you have to explain what is this, what is the driving power? Why are you interested in doing this course? Or why do you think you have what it takes to accomplish this in or to succeed in the scholarship or the course that you seek the scholarship for? You explain your willpower to succeed in a motivational letter. And generally, by way of concluding this session, is that all these are formal letters and they should not be long. Normally, like the cover letter should strictly be 1 page. Letter of interest, the same. Maybe the application letter, because it is a little bit more detailed about your skills, your education, and other things that you may want to put there, may go to maybe 1.5 pages. But a motivational letter should also be 1 page. Very, very concise, precise. Take time, sit and revise, edit and re-edit, proofread, and place everything that where it should be, the commas, the spellings, and etc. So they are all formal letters. Please go back to your English or Kiswahili or French lessons to remind yourself the format of doing a formal letter. Then these letters, they are letters of introduction. They are letters that introduce you to the person that you're writing to. Always when you put them in the envelope, make sure that you pin them and they are the first document that when somebody opens your envelope, the first thing that they see should be this letter, whether it's the cover letter, letter of interest, application letter, or motivational letter. Because nobody wants to open an envelope and then first of all they'll start looking at your CV. CV for what? They want to know who you are, and the easiest way to say who you are and what you're interested in is by way of the letter. So also, dear people, when you're doing the arrangement in your application in the envelope or even online, because some of the employers would want you to apply online, make sure, unless they have stated otherwise, that when you scan your documents, the first one should be your letter of interest, your letter of application, or your cover letter, or your motivational letter, so that after somebody has read through your letter, they will now want to go into further details to learn more about you. That is why we are saying this letter must sell you, because you may have a very good CV, but if the letter does not motivate the person who is reading, the HR person who is reading your application letter on the other side, or your motivational letter, or your letter of interest, or your cover letter, they are not likely to read your CV, and that way you lose a chance. That's why we are emphasizing on the importance of making sure that you take time to do the cover letter, the letter of interest, the application letter, and the motivational letter, whichever letter that you will be using to apply for the position or for scholarship or for whatever you need to apply for. The other thing is that, like we said of the CVs and resumes, use formal fonts such as Arial and good old Times New Roman. Use font 11 or 12, not 14, not 15. Don't make your font very big so that your letter fills the page. There is no need. Just make sure that you put enough information about yourself. Seriously think through about who you are and what you want to offer to the company, or to offer to the school that is likely to offer you a scholarship, etc., etc. That way, when you take time to put down yourself on paper, I am sure you will go beyond. Even you'll have trouble even compressing it into one page. The other thing is that you should familiarize yourself with different formats of from different countries. That is, if you're applying outside your country, and also the kind of English that is required by a certain employer. If you're writing to an American-based employer, then it is only right and normal that you use the American English. And similarly, if you're writing to a UK-based or a country that uses the UK English, then it is only right that you show that you know the English that is spoken in the UK English. Do not mix the two, because it makes your work untidy. I know that many computers are already formatted into US English, but that does not mean that you cannot correct yourself. That is why it is important to sit and go through your letter so that you make sure that it has all the English, all the letters, and all the commas in place. For example, in a word like organize, UK will use S, US will use Z. Same with familiarize. Make sure that you do not mix. When language from different countries is mixed up, it makes your work look untidy, and it makes somebody think that you do not have a knack for details, or you're not thorough in your work. The other thing, of course, revise the format of writing a formal letter, where to put your name, where to put your contact, and possibly your online presence, such as LinkedIn, if you're there, if you have uploaded your documents there, or if you already have a link on the LinkedIn. Please revise the layout of the formal letter, the address, the addressee, the heading, the salutation, the signing off, the gap between the signing off, that is yours faithfully, the gap there, and then your name, so that you find a place to put the signature in the correct place, or to sign the letter in the correct place. All these details that possibly were taught to you in high school in Form 2 or Form 3, this is the time to use them. These are skills that we must hone, we must polish, because without a cover letter without these letters of introduction, my friend, it is very difficult to introduce yourself to an organization that is likely to have an interest in your skills and build you career-wise. Thank you very much. I am sure I have reminded you a thing or two. And if I have, please share so that you remind your friend, you remind somebody else a thing or two about applying for jobs, because this is the season. We have the certificates now. We have finished undergraduate. What next? Jobs, applying for jobs. So let us help one another. Please share widely. Please subscribe. For those who have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate your support, and God bless us all. Thank you.